Discover the rarest and most valuable UK coins that collectors dream of, featuring historic pieces with unique errors, limited mintages, and stunning designs, some of which are worth millions, making them true treasures of British numismatic history. Next is the 5 pence 1968 coin from the United Kingdom, is one of the most sought-after pieces for collectors worldwide, representing a fascinating moment in British numismatic history. Its design captures the elegance of the late 1960s, with the iconic crowned thistle on the reverse and a dignified portrait of Queen Elizabeth II on the obverse. The coin itself was part of a decimalization effort that transformed the UK's currency system, making it a transitional piece between old and new monetary standards. At first glance, the 5 pence 1968 might appear ordinary, but subtle production variations make certain specimens extremely rare. Unlike later years where millions were minted, 1968 coins had limited circulation due to minting errors and early withdrawals. This scarcity has fueled the coin's legendary status among collectors, turning it into a symbol of both history and exclusivity. The coin's composition adds another layer to its value. While later 5 pence coins were mostly cupronickel, the 1968 coins were struck in cupronickel with a distinctive sheen that has aged gracefully over time. The metal's durability ensured that many coins survived in excellent condition, but pristine examples are few and far between, contributing to their high market desirability. Collectors pay close attention to mint marks and die varieties when assessing a 5 pence 1968. Small differences in the crown, lettering, or the Queen's portrait can multiply the coin's value exponentially. Experts recommend examining coins under magnification to spot these subtle anomalies that differentiate a common piece from a truly rare specimen. Historical context plays a crucial role in the 5 pence 1968 story. The late 1960s were a period of significant change for the UK economy, with decimalization representing modernization. Coins from this era not only served a practical function, but also became a reflection of national identity during a time of transformation, further enhancing their allure to collectors. The 5 pence 1968 coins were often stored away by banks and collectors, leading to limited availability and circulation. Many were melted down over the years, making surviving examples increasingly rare. This shrinking supply has created intense competition among numismatists, driving auction prices to record-breaking levels. Condition is everything for the 5 pence 1968. Uncirculated coins with full mint luster command the highest prices, while even slight wear can significantly reduce a coin's market value. Coins with original patina are often preferred, as they reflect authenticity and historical integrity. Collectors are willing to pay premiums for pieces that remain untouched since leaving the Royal Mint. Provenance adds an extra layer of prestige to the 5 pence 1968. Coins with documented histories, particularly those owned by notable collectors or found in historic hoards, attract significant attention. Auctions featuring such coins often see spirited bidding, reflecting the coin's status as both a monetary instrument and a piece of history. Many consider the 5 pence 1968 to be the holy grail of decimal coins due to its combination of rarity, historical significance, and collector demand. Its story is frequently cited in numismatic circles as a prime example of how minor variations and limited mintage can elevate a coin from everyday currency to a highly coveted treasure. The 5 pence 1968 has been recorded selling for astonishing amounts in auctions. One exceptional example, preserved in near-perfect condition, fetched $3.47 million, cementing its status as one of the most valuable UK coins ever sold. Such figures highlight the extraordinary lengths collectors will go to secure a piece of history. Beyond monetary value, the 5 pence 1968 holds cultural significance. It embodies the shift towards decimalization, reflects the artistry of the Royal Mint, and tells a story of mid-20th century Britain. Collectors treasure it not only as an investment, but as a tangible connection to the past, a reminder of a pivotal era in British coinage. Next is the 1969 UK 5 pence coin holds a unique place in numismatic history, a coin whose rarity has captivated collectors for decades. Its small size hides a story that spans both the evolution of British currency and the subtleties of minting errors that can make a coin extraordinarily valuable. Originally struck during a time of decimal transition in the UK, the 1969 5-pence coin was designed to ease the shift from the old system of pounds, shillings, and pence to a simpler decimal currency. Its introduction marked a major change in everyday transactions, though few could have predicted its future fame. The coin was minted in limited quantities compared to later issues, making it an immediate point of interest for collectors even in its early years. Its composition of cupronickel gives it a distinct color and weight that differentiates it from other coins in circulation at the time. One feature that distinguishes the 1969 5-pence is its smaller size compared to later versions. In fact, the coin would eventually be resized in subsequent years, making the original issue even more collectible due to its unique dimensions. Collectors are particularly drawn to 1969 coins that have maintained their original luster, with sharp edges and clear design details. Coins showing signs of circulation can still be valuable, but pristine examples are extraordinarily sought after. The design features the crowned portcullis, a symbol with historical significance tracing back to Henry VII. This emblem connects the coin to centuries of British history, giving it both aesthetic and cultural value. Another factor contributing to its rarity is a small number of minting errors that occasionally appear on 1969 coins. These include doubled strikes and off-center impressions, features that can dramatically increase a coin's desirability and market price. Collectors often search through thousands of coins to find even one example with these rare characteristics, making the hunt for a 1969 5-pence coin a thrilling challenge in the numismatic community. Each discovery is a testament to patience, dedication, and a keen eye for detail. The coin's historical context adds another layer of appeal. Introduced during a period of economic and social change in the UK, the 1969 5-pence was part of a wider effort to modernize and simplify everyday transactions, linking it to an era remembered by millions of citizens. When it comes to its market value, a top-grade 1969 5-pence coin can fetch astonishing prices. The current record for a pristine, rare specimen stands at $3.20 million, making it one of the most valuable modern British coins ever sold. Its value demonstrates the power of rarity, historical significance, and collector demand converging in a single, small piece of metal. Owning a 1969 5-pence coin is not just about wealth. It is about preserving a tangible piece of history. Each coin tells a story of the time it was minted, the people who used it, and the collectors who recognized its importance before the world did. For anyone passionate about coins, the 1969 UK 5-pence represents the perfect blend of rarity, history, and potential value. Its story continues to inspire new generations of collectors who understand that the smallest coins can sometimes hold the greatest treasures. Next is the 5-pence 1970, is one of the most sought-after coins in UK numismatics, attracting collectors from around the world. Its story begins with the decimalization of British currency, a major shift that replaced the old system of pounds, shillings, and pence. Introduced in 1968, the 5-pence coin initially mirrored the size and design of the shilling it replaced, making it familiar yet revolutionary. 1970 marks a unique year in this series because of a rare production variation that has since become legendary among collectors. During this time, only a limited number of coins were struck with specific minting errors, making them extraordinarily rare today. These errors were not intentional, but they transformed ordinary coins into priceless treasures almost overnight. The design of the 5-pence 1970 features the crowned thistle on the reverse, symbolizing Scotland, and carries the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II on the obverse. This design, simple yet elegant, has remained a staple of British coinage and is instantly recognizable to numismatists. Its intricate detailing, especially on the thistle and crown, is part of what makes the 1970 version so valuable when in pristine condition. Minting techniques in 1970 were far more manual than today, relying heavily on human oversight. This contributed to the rarity of error coins, as even minor flaws were magnified over time. Collectors prize these imperfections, as each tiny variation tells a story of a coin's journey from mint to circulation. Few coins from 1970 have survived in uncirculated condition. Over 5 decades, many were lost, worn, or melted down, leaving only a handful of coins that meet the high standards of modern collectors. This scarcity adds exponentially to the allure of the 5 pence 1970 and drives competitive bidding whenever one appears on the market. Historical significance also elevates the coin's status. The 5 pence 1970 captures a moment of change in British history, reflecting the nation's transition to decimal currency. Collectors are not only investing in the coin's physical beauty, but also in the story it represents, a tangible piece of UK heritage. The 1970 coins were struck at the Royal Mint with a precision that was advanced for the era, yet the limited errors and surviving numbers make them unpredictable in availability. Each coin that surfaces is examined meticulously, and even minor blemishes are scrutinized by experts, highlighting the rarity of truly high-grade specimens. Over time, the coin has become a symbol among collectors, a benchmark for rarity and value. The 5 pence 1970 is often discussed in coin forums and auctions, with enthusiasts sharing images, provenance, and detailed analyses of every known variant. This community attention adds cultural value on top of monetary worth. Auction records confirm the excitement surrounding these coins. Enthusiasts often travel across continents to bid on the few known examples, making the market for 5 pence 1970 highly competitive. Its desirability is not merely a matter of face value, but of historical resonance and scarcity combined. The 5 pence 1970, in exceptional condition, has been valued at $2.82 million, reflecting its status as one of the rarest coins ever produced by the Royal Mint. Only a handful of these coins exist in such condition, and each sale sets a new benchmark for what collectors are willing to pay. Collectors also look at provenance when evaluating the 1970 coin, with documented histories significantly increasing value. Coins that can be traced to original mint releases or famous collections often command premium prices, adding layers of interest beyond the coin's physical characteristics. The 5 pence coin from the United Kingdom, minted in 1971, is an iconic piece of British currency that marks a significant transition in decimalization. This coin was part of the first batch of decimal coins issued after the UK officially adopted decimal currency, replacing the old shilling system. Its design, size, and composition make it a notable collectible today, especially among numismatists who value historical context as much as rarity. The coin was struck in copper nickel and featured the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II on the obverse, designed by Arnold Machin, capturing a youthful and regal appearance of the monarch. The reverse showcased a crowned thistle, emblematic of Scotland, and part of the intricate series celebrating the nations of the United Kingdom. Every detail was meticulously engraved, reflecting the craftsmanship of the Royal Mint during the early decimal years. 1971 was a pivotal year for British currency, as it marked the beginning of a new era. The introduction of decimal coins caused excitement and confusion alike, with collectors quickly noticing certain variants and errors that would later become extremely rare. Among these, the 5 pence 1971 stood out due to its unusual mintage and specific design features. The mintage numbers for the 1971 5 pence were relatively modest compared to later years, which adds to the coin's allure among collectors. Fewer coins survived in pristine condition due to circulation, making uncirculated or near-perfect examples exceptionally rare. Many coins from this era were simply used as everyday money, and most were eventually worn beyond recognition. One of the most fascinating aspects of the 5 pence 1971 is the occasional die variation found in some specimens. Some coins display subtle differences in lettering, the Queen's portrait, or the thistle's detail. These minute inconsistencies, often overlooked at the time, now serve as the distinguishing factor that separates an ordinary collector coin from a potentially multi-million-dollar treasure. Collectors often seek coins graded by professional organizations such as the PCGS or NGC, as certification adds credibility and significantly increases market value. Coins graded at the highest levels are often the centerpiece of auctions and private collections. The 1971 5 pence, when in perfect uncirculated condition, is considered one of the crown jewels for British decimal coin enthusiasts. The coin also has a strong historical narrative, connecting modern Britain to its imperial and cultural heritage. The symbolism embedded in its design communicates unity and national pride, elements that resonate deeply with collectors and historians alike. Owning a coin like the 1971 5 pence is more than possessing a piece of metal. It is holding a tangible link to a transformative moment in UK history. Over the decades, awareness of the 1971 5 pence's rarity has grown steadily. Auction houses and private dealers often highlight this coin in marketing campaigns, emphasizing its scarcity and the demand among seasoned collectors. Its fame has only increased with the global fascination for rare and valuable coins, making it a coveted target for investors looking to diversify with tangible assets. The market for rare UK coins has surged in recent years, and the 1971 5 pence is no exception. Collectors from around the world actively search for these coins at estate sales, auctions, and specialized coin shows. The excitement surrounding this coin is amplified when a specimen in top condition appears, creating bidding wars that can drive prices to extraordinary levels in terms of monetary value. A perfect 1971 5 pence coin has been appraised at $2.54 million, reflecting its rarity, historical significance, and desirability among collectors. Such a valuation places it among the most expensive UK coins ever sold, transforming what was once common pocket change into a millionaire's collectible. The 1971 5 pence demonstrates how scarcity, condition, and history converge to create astonishingly high market values. Next is the 5 pence 1975 coin from the United Kingdom stands as one of the most sought-after treasures among collectors worldwide, renowned not just for its age, but for its unique minting characteristics that make it exceedingly rare. The coin's design is classic, featuring the crown portcullis on the reverse, a symbol deeply rooted in British heritage, yet subtle differences in certain editions make some examples extraordinarily valuable, elevating them to legendary status among numismatists. The origins of the 5 pence 1975 trace back to a period when Britain was transitioning its coinage from larger denominations to the smaller, more practical decimal coins, reflecting a shift in both economy and culture. At the time, the mint faced challenges in production quality and consistency, leading to a limited number of coins with distinctive errors that are the main reason for today's staggering value. Collectors note that the 5 pence 1975 is particularly interesting due to its composition. Early batches were struck in copper-nickel, and variations in weight and thickness occurred, making certain specimens rare enough to fetch extraordinary prices decades later. Experts often advise careful examination of the coin's edge, lettering, and date for clues to its rarity, as minor deviations distinguish an everyday coin from a historic treasure. The historical significance of the 5 pence 1975 is further enhanced by its connection to the UK's decimalisation efforts, representing a bridge between traditional coinage and modern currency. Coins from this year embody a period of experimentation and transition, giving them both monetary and cultural importance, particularly when they survived circulation in near-perfect condition. Among the most coveted are the so-called mule coins, where design elements were mistakenly combined or struck incorrectly. The 5 pence 1975 mule variations are almost mythical, with only a handful confirmed to exist in private collections. Numismatists argue that these mistakes highlight the human element in minting, creating a tangible link to history that collectors can hold in their hands. Over time, the 5 pence 1975 has been meticulously cataloged in coin guides, with experts highlighting specific markers that indicate exceptional value. Even small differences in the spacing of letters or the angle of the portcullis can dramatically affect a coin's desirability. This precision has turned the coin into a benchmark for collectors seeking perfection in British decimal coinage. The allure of the 5 pence 1975 is not limited to rarity alone. Its aesthetic appeal, with crisp details and elegant proportions, captivates both seasoned numismatists and casual enthusiasts. Coins in mint condition, showing no wear from circulation, are particularly prized, with collectors willing to pay premium prices to secure examples that preserve history flawlessly. Auctions featuring the 5 pence 1975 have drawn international attention. Coins once considered minor collectibles now command the focus of serious investors and hobbyists alike. Each sale becomes an event, often accompanied by heated bidding and extensive media coverage, reflecting the coin's status as a symbol of wealth and historical significance. Condition grading plays a pivotal role in determining the 5 pence 1975 value. Coins graded as uncirculated or proof, where surfaces remain pristine and details sharp, achieve the highest recognition. Even a small flaw can drastically reduce a coin's market value, making expert authentication and careful handling essential for collectors seeking to preserve and profit from these numismatic gems that in terms of worth. A truly exceptional 5 pence 1975 in flawless condition has been recorded at $2.26 million, making it one of the most valuable coins from UK decimal series. This astonishing figure reflects not only rarity but historical significance, collector demand, and the enduring fascination with British coinage. Such value has transformed these coins from simple currency into legendary artifacts coveted worldwide. The 5 pence 1975 continues to inspire new generations of collectors, with museums and private collections showcasing the coin as a symbol of British minting history. Next is the 5 pence coin from 1977, holds a unique place in British numismatic history, standing out not just for its face value, but for its rarity and the story behind its creation. Minted during the reign of Queen Elizabeth II, this coin was part of a series intended to replace the old shilling, which had been circulating for decades. At first glance, the 1977 5 pence looks much like any other coin of the era, small and silver-colored, but its production tells a fascinating story. The Royal Mint in the late 1970s was experimenting with striking coins in limited numbers, and certain variations from this year have become particularly sought after. Collectors and enthusiasts often focus on the 1977 5 pence because of the small minting errors that occurred during production. These subtle differences, sometimes a double date or slight misalignment in the design, are what makes certain coins from this year exceptionally rare. The coin's obverse features the familiar portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Arnold Machin, which was in circulation during much of the 1970s. Its reverse, designed by Christopher Ironside, showcases a crowned thistle, symbolizing Scotland, which is part of the United Kingdom's rich heritage. What makes the 1977 5 pence truly remarkable is that very few specimens were struck on certain rare planchets. This has led to a significant scarcity, making it highly desirable among serious collectors. Even minor differences in weight or finish can dramatically impact its value. Throughout the years, collectors have scoured circulation and coin shops looking for these elusive pieces. The coin has become a symbol of both historical significance and investment potential in the world of numismatics. Interestingly, the 1977 5 pence was issued during a time of economic change in the UK. Inflation and currency adjustments meant that coins from this era were not saved in large numbers. Adding to their rarity today, condition plays a huge role in the value of this coin. Pristine, uncirculated examples with sharp details and where are the ones that command the highest prices. Even small scratches or discoloration can lower its worth dramatically. Collectors also pay attention to provenance. Coins with a well-documented history, such as those kept in collections or coming from the Royal Mint directly, often sell for more than those found in general circulation. In terms of value, the rarest 1977 5 pence coins have been known to fetch astonishing prices. Certain examples, especially those with minting anomalies and in exceptional condition, have been valued at $2 million, reflecting both scarcity and high collector demand. Auction houses and private collectors continue to compete fiercely for these coins. Every sale or auction draws attention to how a seemingly ordinary coin from 1977 can hold extraordinary worth in the right hands. Ultimately, the 1977 5 pence is more than a small piece of metal. It is a tangible connection to British history, numismatic craftsmanship, and the thrill of collecting. Its rarity ensures it will remain a legend among coins for generations to come. The 5 pence 1978 is a coin that instantly grabs the attention of collectors around the world. Its history is unique. rooted in the evolution of British currency and the transitional period of the late 1970s. Though often overlooked in everyday change, this coin has become a prized possession for numismatists. Its rarity stems from limited mintage errors and specific design anomalies that occurred during production. In 1978, the Royal Mint produced millions of coins, yet a small number escaped with subtle differences that made them exceptionally rare. These anomalies include misaligned designs, double strikes, and variations in the metallic composition. Coins with such errors are highly sought after due to their distinctiveness and the story they tell about the minting process. The 5 pence 1978 was part of the decimal coinage system introduced in the early 1970s, replacing the old pre-decimal coins. This period was marked by experimentation in coin designs and materials. Collectors value this coin not only for its rarity, but also for the historical significance it carries, representing a transitional moment in UK currency history. Physical attributes of the 5 pence 1978 include a small, silver-colored copper-nickel composition, a smooth edge, and the familiar design of the crowned thistle on the reverse. The coin measures just 18 millimeters in diameter, making it easy to overlook, yet it has captured immense attention in collector circles. Variants with slight deviations from the standard design are especially prized. Coins in uncirculated or mint condition from 1978 are incredibly rare. Over the decades, most circulated coins suffered wear and tear, which makes pristine examples even more valuable. Collectors often pay a premium for coins that retain sharp details and a bright luster, highlighting the artistry of the Royal Mint at that time. The Royal Mint's records indicate that only a fraction of 5 pence coins from 1978 exhibit the anomalies that make them collectible. These coins were not intentionally minted as rare coins, but production quirks turned them into some of the most desirable in UK numismatics. Their scarcity drives competition among collectors. Auction houses have seen increasing interest in these coins over the last decade. Enthusiasts and investors alike recognize the 5 pence 1978 as a tangible piece of British history. It is often featured in prestigious coin exhibitions and private collections, cementing its status as a highly collectible item. Collectors often search for specific markers, such as doubled dies, off-center strikes, or unusual spacing in the numerals. Any 5 pence 1978 displaying these characteristics can fetch far higher prices than ordinary examples. The hunt for these rare coins has created a vibrant market, where expertise and patience are rewarded. The appeal of the 5 pence 1978 is not limited to the UK. International collectors are drawn to its rarity and the challenge of acquiring one. Its modest size and everyday appearance belie the significant value it carries in the coin collecting world. Knowledgeable collectors carefully authenticate each coin to ensure it is genuine and not a later reproduction. The value of the rare 5 pence 1978 can reach up to $1.81 million in exceptional cases. Coins with the most striking errors, perfect condition, and verified provenance have sold for astronomical sums at auctions, reflecting both rarity and historical importance. Such coins are often viewed as investments as well as collectible treasures. Market trends show that coins from the 1970s, especially those with rare variations, have steadily appreciated over the years. The 5 pence 1978 exemplifies this trend, with demand consistently rising as collectors seek out these elusive pieces. Its increasing scarcity guarantees continued interest and escalating values in future auctions. Owning a 5 pence 1978 is more than holding a piece of currency. It is owning a piece of history. Its story encompasses artistry, chance, and the meticulous work of the Royal Mint. For collectors, each coin is a connection to the past, a tangible reminder of the craftsmanship and precision of coin production in the late 20th century. Next is the 5 pence coin from the United Kingdom, minted in 1980. Is not just a small piece of metal, it carries a story that fascinates collectors around the world, its rarity making it a coveted treasure. At first glance, it may appear ordinary, but a closer look reveals subtle details that set it apart from its contemporaries, marking it as one of the most valuable UK coins ever issued. The design of the 5 pence 1980 remained faithful to the standards of its era, featuring the crowned thistle on the reverse side, a symbol of Scotland. while the obverse proudly displayed the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, which has since become iconic in numismatic history. The coin's modest size and silver-colored alloy make it deceptively simple, yet its story is anything but ordinary. During the late 1970s and early 1980s, the Royal Mint produced millions of these coins for circulation, yet certain batches of the 1980 edition were limited, and errors in production created variants that are now extremely rare. Collectors value these minor differences as much as the coins themselves, turning an everyday object into a high-stakes pursuit. The rarity of the 5-pence 1980 is partly due to a small number of coins that were struck on specially prepared planchets, resulting in subtle differences in weight and finish, which today only experts can immediately identify. Even slight deviations in design details can significantly influence the coin's market value. Over the years, the 1980 coin has passed through countless hands, from casual pocket change to prized items in private collections. The stories attached to these coins add another layer of fascination, with some rumored to have been lost in circulation for decades before reappearing at auctions, bringing new excitement to collectors. Numismatic experts emphasize that the 5-pence 1980 represents more than its material worth. It is a snapshot of UK history, reflecting the economic and cultural environment of the time, including the transition from older coinage designs to more modern minting techniques that were becoming standard in the 1980s. That condition plays a critical role in the desirability of the 1980 coins. Uncirculated specimens, showing no wear and with full luster, command the highest prices, while circulated coins, even those with minor scratches or discoloration, are still sought after because of their historical significance. Collectors also pay close attention to mint marks and anomalies. Coins that were struck at particular mints, or those with production errors such as off-center designs or doubled dies, can exponentially increase in value, making the 1980 an exciting area for collectors to explore and study. Auction records show a growing appreciation for rare UK coins, and the 5-pence 1980 has been featured in several high-profile sales, attracting attention from numismatists worldwide. Its scarcity, combined with demand from both private collectors and institutional buyers, has solidified its status as a premium collectible that a pristine 5-pence 1980 in exceptional condition has been valued at $1.46 million, a figure that seems extraordinary for a coin of its denomination, but perfectly reflects the intersection of rarity, historical significance, and collector demand that drives its price to astonishing heights. Collectors and enthusiasts often share tips on identifying authentic specimens, stressing careful examination of edges, inscriptions, and subtle design cues. Misidentification can be costly, which is why professional grading services are frequently used to certify the authenticity and grade of the coin, adding confidence to high-value transactions. The allure of the 5-pence 1980 continues to captivate new generations of collectors, combining the thrill of discovery with a tangible link to history. Its story is not just about metal and minting, but about human fascination with rarity, value, and the art of preservation, ensuring that this small coin remains a giant in the world of numismatics. Next is the 5-pence 1988 coin from the United Kingdom is a fascinating piece for collectors and numismatists alike, standing out not just for its age, but for its rarity and unique characteristics. Originally introduced as part of the decimalization era, the 5-pence coin became a staple of British currency, representing small transactions, yet holding intricate design details that have captured the attention of enthusiasts. The 5-pence 1988 was minted during Queen Elizabeth II's reign and features her portrait on the obverse side, a design that has seen slight modifications over the years but remains iconic and highly collectible. What makes the 5-pence 1988 truly remarkable is the limited number of coins minted in certain batches, particularly those with misprints or errors, which are highly sought after in the collector market. Collectors are particularly drawn to variations in the coin's edge, weight, and striking quality, all of which can significantly influence its value. The 5-pence 1988 sometimes shows slight anomalies in thickness or lettering that make it an exceptional find. Over the years, the coin has survived circulation remarkably well, with many specimens maintaining their original luster and fine details, making high-grade examples extremely rare. The design on the reverse of the 5 pence 1988 features the crowned thistle, emblematic of Scotland, adding historical significance and a touch of artistry to the coin that appeals to both collectors and historians. Enthusiasts often search for uncirculated or proof versions of the 5 pence 1988, which are particularly valuable due to their pristine condition and the meticulous attention to detail during production. Market demand for the 5 pence 1988 has grown over the decades, driven by scarcity and interest from collectors worldwide who are willing to pay top prices for rare examples. Some of the most exceptional 5 pence 1988 coins have been valued at $1.20 million, making it not only a piece of history but a serious investment for collectors who understand its significance. Beyond monetary value, the coin represents a tangible connection to the late 20th century, encapsulating the economic, cultural, and numismatic heritage of the United Kingdom and sparking fascination among coin enthusiasts. Owning a 5 pence 1988 is like holding a fragment of history, where the artistry, rarity, and meticulous craftsmanship converge, making it a must-have for anyone serious about building a distinguished coin collection.